In this journey, spiritual bypassing is not fulfilling, um, because you will get stuck, you know. For me, the best way of like clearing your nervous system is through like self-examination. I already said that in other videos. I cannot stress enough on why it is important, because the feeling of free, like, it's hard for me to explain because it is about your body structure. Like, there is something that is blocking your nervous system, and if you are not going to let it out or let it go, or not understanding how your body works, how your system works, how it flows, you cannot achieve like the peace you wanted. Like, it's what you call like, you wanted to get home but you don't know where to go home, right? So this is the feeling. I'm already home, and I want you guys to be in that place where you can say you are home. And that's what I wanted to all of you who's watching, if you're ever watching my content. This is the place that I am now. Okay, I find home. And what is it like? It's not that the kind of home that you want, okay, or like what you see here in the 3D. It's not the kind of home, but you can do something like that if you wanted to. That's why you come here to learn it. Okay, you will never going to understand what I'm saying because it's hard to explain. Because if I'm going to tell you now, you cannot really understand it, you know. So that's why I'm doing it step by step. Because I want all of you guys to experience what I'm experiencing, how it feels like. um it's not the kind of home that everybody is hoping. And I know where my home is. It is something that you create. Okay, it's not here. It's somewhere else. Okay, somewhere else. I'm sure you guys have something like that too, and that's why you come here to experience something, so that when you do your creation, you can do something in there somewhere. And that is what I wanted everyone to experience. But because of how dense the world is, that you get stuck of these material things. Like, I want money, I want this, that, no? Yeah. So it's I call it bypassing, you know, without you even knowing it. Why, right? Why I call it bypassing? Because it is not the place that I want you to stay at. I want you to go to the next level. And to go to the next level is you have to understand your body system, your nervous system, the way you thought, the way your ego works, the way your experience, like, how do you process your experience. So that's what I wanted you guys to learn. Because for me, now that I know who I am, now I know what are my experiences are meant to be. I already come to the end of it. Okay, it's the end of it. I am in the remembering stages where slowly but surely memories are coming back. Okay, but not in a memory, because it's a wave of, it's how the body can absorb the light. That's why the more light you take, the more memory comes in. Okay, so, and with the density of the world, you know, because, you know, you meet people, you go places, and you have all this negative, not negative energy, but mixed of energies. you have to process it. How can it affect your body? How can it affect your nervous system? How can it affect your thoughts, your emotions? So all of this, you have to process that. You know, this is a I call it a body mechanism, not only spiritual. Okay, you have to know how your body flows, your energy, how the energy is, right? So and there are forces doesn't want you to be in that stage, because they're also harvesting your energy because they wanted to be here, you know. And some of us who are coming here to learn the experience and also to help. Okay, so yes, I know my purpose, why I'm here. I know why. Okay, and knowing your purpose is when you go to 6D. Okay, 6D, to go to 6D is knowing your soul contract. And to know your soul contract, there's no bypassing of it. Mm-mm. Remember every story that you created, every memory that you created, every heartaches, every pain, every troubles, whatever that is, everything. Don't skip anything, from the love, from the good and the bad. There's no judgment. God is not judgmental. That's why process everything. Process everything. I tell you guys, process everything. Because when you look at people, you don't judge them, because they have their own thing too. Even your family, you will not intervene what I mean, you know. I asked for my son, but actually it's my son's how you call that? It's his will that he come here to live here. That he chose me to be his mom's, okay? It's not that me, I chose him. No. Him, he chose me to be his mom, right? But he doesn't know that. So the perspective is really changed when you go to my stage, you know. I don't care what dimension I am, no. Because the more you keep on saying, I'm into this dimension, but what? How did you process everything? Your emotions, your experience, your lessons. How did you, process all of that, right? So every moment, every chance you have to ponder, to reflect, do it, okay? No matter how painful, take it. Yes. No confirmation. See, I burp. No matter how painful it is, you can survive. You come here to Earth because you are the toughest soul. Okay, this is the most toughest environment, toughest planet or whatever. For me, it's not the planet; it's the dimension. Okay, because now that I know, I timeline jump several times already, and I didn't even know about it. But now I know, okay? And I've died several times, but because I know how to time jump, yeah, I don't want to say the word. It's just know how you timeline jump, knowing what you want to choose, okay? Okay, knowing what you want to choose, whether you end or whether you're gonna move forward, it's up to you. It's up to you. Healing is not really, there's nothing to fix in you. You just have to recognize, okay? Recognition and acceptance. Like, oh, okay, this is what my soul wanted to experience. So that's it. And then release it, okay? And don't repeat it. And create something better. And if you make a mistakes, okay, accept it. Okay, make mistakes. Okay, what can I do better? Okay? It's about doing yourself or making yourself or create something better. Okay? Because this is how we really are meant here. To create, to learn how to create. and learn from the mistakes, doing better, and that's it. So, yeah, I wish everyone could know what I know. That's it. Love you guys. Just, I know there's no pressure about it because, and it's not even divine timing. Nah, I don't believe it now anymore. There's no divine timing. It is about your choices. What do you choose now, here and now? That's why the present is very important. Okay? Here and now. That's why there's no divine timing. If you choose this way, choose this way. But not from the ego base. Because the ego base, you will go for divine timing. But if you, as the essence, choosing it, miracle happens. Like that. Quick. Okay? So, yeah. I know I'm sounding crazy, I'm sounding off or something, and he's like, "What are you talking about?" I know it's hard for me to explain as well because not many people can really understand what I'm saying. But once you know, you know. That's it. Love you guys.